You're invited to the BMW Sydney Carnival for a thoroughly playful, thoroughly spectacular, thoroughly thrilling, and thoroughly exhilarating experience. The BMW Sydney Carnival, March 23 to April 27. Book now at theraces.com.au.
Welcome to ATCtv. I'm Murray Canallan. Once again, we're joined by Randwick's Track Manager, Nevesh Ramdhani. Nevesh, it's been 4 months since we've had a race meeting here. Explain what you and the team have done to prepare Randwick's surface for the carnival.
Yeah, Murray, thank you. Whilst we haven't been racing here for 4 months, I can assure you it hasn't been a holiday. We've done quite a bit of work on our tracks at Randwick to improve it heading into Autumn Carnival. We started with the course proper. Straight after the Melbourne Cup, we went in and given it a renovation. We used a new technique of aeration called an earthquake. An earthquake is basically a deep decompaction tool that consistently decompacts the soil profile right across. It's worked exceptionally well for us. It helps with the turf growth and also with infiltration of water during rainy periods. We also currently verti-draining the track in preparation for our Autumn Carnival. We've also done a bit of work on our training grass tracks. We've given them some renovations as well. We pretty much geared ourselves up whilst we were shut down, just to make sure our surfaces are in check going forward.
Okay, Nevesh, we're on the Kensington surface at the moment. Now, this used to be called an all-weather surface. Many racing types called it an all-weather surface. What have we changed to it? It's a Strath Air now, but explain what differences there is.
Well, basically the all-weather comes from the fact that it has fantastic drainage properties. That was what the original Kensington track was meant to do. Unfortunately, there were a few problems with it, and so it didn't do exactly what the manufacturers intended. So we've taken the decision to go in and replace the Kensington track and make it now a proper all-weather surface. We engaged a company called Strath Air. They are world-renowned for building and constructing sports field surfaces that has incredible drainage properties. And that's what the Strath Air really is. Its profile is conducive to incredible drainage, and also it encourages the grass to grow at its optimum with what is called a perched water table. And basically the soil profile manages the moisture content in the surface for optimal turf growth. And as you can see from behind me, this grass that you see now has only been in the ground for just over a week, and you can see how magnificent it looks.
Nevesh, where might we have seen a Strath Air track across the world?
Murray, we've seen it in Moonee Valley in Melbourne, both the surfaces in Hong Kong, both Sha Tin and Happy Valley has a Strath Air, as well as Singapore.
Now, what makes this different to other tracks across the world?
Well, firstly, the Strath Air profile that really makes it a superior surface. But what distinguishes the Kensington from other Strath Airs in the world is the turf variety that we've chosen to install on this track. Now, what we've chosen here is called a Village Green Kikuyu, and that is a new generation hybridized Kikuyu turf that has fantastic growth capabilities. It's a stronger, denser, thicker turf than you would see in standard Kikuyu, and I will show you shortly what that means in terms of its growth.
All right, well, let's head to a bit of the newer turf and see what it takes to lay it in. So, Nevesh, this section of the Kensington is a week old. Explain to us the benefits of using the Village Green.
All right, Murray, I'm just going to lift up a piece of the sod, and I want to show you exactly what root capabilities this grass has after about a week. So there you go, Murray. That's a week old, and already you can see some really strong white roots coming through this surface.
And for anyone doing their grass at home, white roots are a sign of strong, healthy grass?
Perfect, healthy grass, all right.
Okay, Nevesh, now this section of the track was only laid on Saturday. Explain to the viewers how much water and how much preparation goes into laying this section of the track.
All right, Murray, so firstly it's important to understand the grass that we're using is washed at the farm. So it's been harvested off its natural environment. It's taken to a wash plant, and all the soil in it is washed off and it's delivered to us in massive rolls. So as you can see from behind me, the grass is gone into a bit of shock, and that's a natural process for the grass until it settles into its new environment. To be able to provide it with an environment that's conducive to growing quickly, we need to irrigate this track 3 times a day, and we irrigate it as much as we can, pretty much. We also, as you can see behind me, had to purchase in what we call soaker hoses to supplement the irrigation. The challenge we have at Randwick is that it's constantly windy, and so getting the irrigation to go consistently around the track is pretty difficult. So these soaker hoses are on pretty much all day, and that just delivers the moisture to where it's required for optimal growing of the grass.
Now that water comes from the reservoirs we've got here at Royal Randwick, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We pump water from the bores into our reservoirs, and that's the moisture that we use.
Fantastic. All right, let's head a little bit further down and find out what's underneath the grass.
So Murray, this is the mesh that we've been talking about. So this mesh that's in the profile provides the stability that this track requires to be good in the wet weather. And what it does is this mesh, with the combination of grass roots, provides a structure to the soil surface that doesn't allow the track to go into the heavy range as you would normally see during wet weather. So it allows the track to drain with that excellent drainage profile, and then you have this mesh that binds the surface. With the combination of the thatch and the mat of the grass and this mesh, I don't think this track would ever get into the heavy range. It's got excellent drainage capabilities, and this mesh provides the structure to the soil that binds it all together.
Once again, we thank Nevesh Ramdhani, the track manager here at Royal Randwick, for his time explaining some of the intricacies that goes behind the racing surfaces. Remember, BMW Sydney Carnival is just around the corner. You can get your tickets at theraces.com.au.
You're invited to the BMW Sydney Carnival for a thoroughly playful, thoroughly spectacular, thoroughly thrilling, and thoroughly exhilarating experience. The BMW Sydney Carnival, March 23 to April 27. Book now at theraces.com.au.